Journalist Michael Pollan has written 4 best-selling books about food, and one comment he hears all the time from people is they can't afford to eat healthier, is what that family was saying. And there's a scene, I thought, very poignant scene, where the 2 daughters, where she wants to buy the pear, and the older sister says, we can't afford it.
Isn't that amazing that you can feed your family fast food cheaper than you can buy fresh produce? How is that?
How is that?
It's a result of federal agricultural policies. We subsidize the fast food in the form of the $56 billion we've spent over the last 10 years to subsidize corn, soy, wheat, just a handful of crops. We don't do anything to subsidize fresh produce. If you have $1 to spend, and people have done this experiment, and you go into a supermarket and just buy as many calories as you can with that $1, which is what someone on food stamps, of course, is doing every week, you will find yourself on the processed food aisles buying chips and snack foods and cookies. And you'll get 1,250 calories of that food, a lot of calories. Take the same $1 to the produce aisle, you will get only 250 calories of broccoli or carrots. So we've made it rational to eat badly. And that's why these changes are going to have to be national changes. We're going to have to change the way we support farmers and encourage them to grow real food.
And the bottom line, though, as we see at the end of the Food Inc. documentary, I think it's wonderful because you get to see that the consumer really is the biggest voice behind whether or not there will be change or not. Because everybody, the industry, corporations, respond to what the people demand.
That's what I love about this issue. It is very empowering. We all can vote with our forks. We get 3 votes a day. Where else do we get 3 votes a day, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to get every one of them right, but if you get one of them right a day, if you vote for food that has been sustainably grown or humanely grown, whatever your values are, whatever values you want to support, but with consciousness, you will change the food system. It's happening now.
So I think consciousness is so very important. So you're a meat eater, a chicken eater, you eat everything.
Well, I don't eat everything. I'm very picky about the meat I eat. I don't eat feedlot meat. I eat grass-fed beef, which is now becoming more common. Yes, it's still more expensive, but it's a very sustainable product.
Because most beef in this country is fed corn.
corn.
Yeah.
When you feed the animals corn, they grow faster, but they get sick because cattle were evolved to eat grass. That's what they're supposed to eat. And when they eat grass, they don't need antibiotics. And then their meat, in turn, is healthier. One of the rules in my book is eat meat that has itself eaten well.
You're not worried about saying bad things about beef? You notice I've gone radio silent here?
You blazed that trail.
No, I have nothing bad to say at all.
I believe you won that case.
I have nothing to say. Okay.
We need to have this conversation, though. It's really, really important.
So tell me, what do you look for when you're buying dairy and meat at the grocery store?
Well, I look for with milk, if the animals have been fed grass too, dairy, pastured dairy.
Does it say that on the milk?
Often, and there's some brands that will boast about the fact that this is pastured animals because it's got more beta-carotene, more omega-3s, all this kind of stuff. I buy a lot from farmers I know, farmers at my farmer's market. I mean, getting out of the supermarket when we can is a very important part of learning where your food comes from.
And eating real food,
And eating real food. I mean, it's really simple. We don't have to worry about nutrients. If we're eating real food, I mean, I boiled it down to 7 words. Eat food, mostly plants, not too much. That's all you need to know.
Pretty good. Pretty good there. Again, I want to remind you, it's up to you to decide what's right for you and your family when it comes to food. I've got my opinions. Michael has his. You should have yours. But thank you for the conversation.